Hi. So yeah, I've been up to quieter things recently. I've been trying to recharge my battery while my editorial assessment's going on. So I actually went to a book launch in town, and I was really impressed with what I found. So first one, Chasing the Staff by Darren Rennick. They were reading excerpts, and his pulled me in because the characters were so intriguing. Like, they were so colorful without much needing to be said. So it's in a very alien kind of setting, as far as I can tell. This incandescent garden where plants will actually chase you and try to kill you. And so the main character is ensnared by one trying to get away, but this kind of gardener guy who must know the plants comes in and is really mad at them for moving and is like insulting them in very colorful ways that were quite amusing. I didn't really need to know the context to feel interested in what was the context. And so I was very impressed with that. The other one that caught my eye was the Young Necromancer's Guide to Ghosts by Vanessa Ricky Thode. Pronunciation aside. This one, we got to get a little glimpse of this girl who's just in this marketplace desperately trying to find bread and something else for their runaway mission with her sister from their in-law uncle who seems to be after them for some big evil reason. And a ghost is trying to talk to her while she's trying to be busy doing all that. And she finds this normal because she always talks to ghosts. So it's just kind of fun and likely will be easier for me to read, being for tweens, 12 and all that, because I am very, very dyslexic for a writer, which really sucks because it kind of makes you lack in vocabulary and ways to describe, because you are not exposed to how other authors do it. You can get very stuck in your own head, which I evidently am trying to fix while I wait for my editorial assessment. This one, Healing the Hurt by Fran Garton, is actually about managing fibromyalgia from someone who literally has it and is doing well in spite of it. So I was like, wow, that's really interesting. I have a couple friends who have been diagnosed, so I snapped this up so that I can be of better help to them. And of course, this was not at the book launch, but in a free library that I found. I am enjoying Death in D Minor by Alexia Gordon, mainly because I really relate to Gethsemane, the main character, being an artist, and I'm a tentative musician, but she's a big musician, hence the whole D minor part. I just find this one very interestingly put together, because it reads like it's nonfiction. It reads like it's historical, and we're like dealing with like art theft and art fraud and like, things like that. Meanwhile, this billionaire is trying to take the lovely heritage home from Gethsemane and turn it into a horrible hotel, and she's trying to raise a ghost to scare him away because he's deathly afraid of ghosts. Although, as far as I could tell, with as far as I've gotten in this, she's raised the wrong one. I don't know. It just, somehow it doesn't feel like it's a ghost story when it is one, and I think that's the best kind because it makes it feel like it's plausible. So I'm impressed with this one. So yeah, I've been a little bit quiet. I haven't really been producing much of anything about Bridge World right now because I need to recharge, especially after the music video I produced. I just don't have the capacity to keep putting out everything, especially with the looming like manuscript redo I'm probably going to have to do once I get that letter from my editor, because there's no way that there isn't going to be huge chunks of Bridge World that are going to be ripped out and have to be rewritten and put back in, which is going to take a lot of work. So I'm trying to improve my linguisticness by actually forcing myself to read things. So here goes nothing, but I'll keep you posted nonetheless.